Hey there, my name's Cody from Celtics Pokemart. I run a small Pokemon-based store on Mercari. I used to sell on eBay, but then I had issues with PayPal. They ended up terminating my account for absolutely no reason. I've reached out multiple times, could not get anywhere. They just kept saying the determination is final and could not give me an actual reason why. So I stopped selling on eBay. So what I'd like to do today is share a graded card opening with you guys and girls. So just a little bit about me before we get into this opening. Like I said, my name is Cody. I've been collecting since the late 90s, but as a lot of people in the hobby, I stopped collecting for a long time. I'd say in the early 2000s, maybe 2001, 2002, my collection was stolen as a child, and I kind of just gave up on Pokemon after that. I played the games here and there, but it wasn't until about a little over a year ago when the flame was kind of rekindled. Before we get started though, please hit that like button, it means a lot to me. And if you'd like to be notified about any Pokemon related content, whether it's investing, collecting, or just what it's like to run a small business, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to it. Alright, so if you didn't notice already from the title of the video, this is a graded submission from CGC cards. I chose CGC for a reason, actually. Being that they did just start doing Pokemon cards, I was kind of curious to see the quality of the grading service that they offer. Also, with the PSA wait times, I just feel like it's getting out of control, to be honest. And from a business owner's perspective, I can't afford to spend the amount it costs to ship out cards for Express to get them in time to resell. So I chose CGC. I understand that their values aren't quite up there with PSA yet, but I've heard nothing but good things from them. First, let's talk about the packaging. What you see is how you will receive your cards right here. So they are very well packaged, lots of bubble wrap, and then the cards are boxed themselves right here. That's upside down, actually. There we go. And here's my packing slip. Alright, so this is how your cards come. This is actually different from what I've seen in other unboxing videos. Okay, so this submission was a total of 28 cards, so I'm gonna just start going through and showing you the grades in order. So the first card here is a Blastoise from the base set and limited. This one got an excellent to near mint 6. All right, and I did opt for the subgrades, so we'll put that right there. Next card, I'm guessing if it's the same pattern, it should be another Blastoise, which it is a near mint to excellent 6.5. Now, one thing I have noticed with these grades are CGC is extremely harsh with their grading scale. They are way harsher than PSA, and honestly, I think they're a little bit harsher than Beckett. So here's my third Blastoise that I submitted. Now this one was in much better condition. So that one is a near mint to mint 8. Okay. So first thing I noticed is these cases are beautiful, actually. I am very happy with this. Centering was a 9.5. Honestly, I feel like if a grading service offers subgrades, what's the extra cost to go with it? It's just, I like knowing why my cards get the grade they get. But yeah, I mean, the only thing that was a little rough on this card was surface. Do remember a couple small scuff marks on it, so I'm actually very happy with that grade. Alright, so the next card, I think it's a Charizard. Yes, so this one is a gold Charizard and Reshiram GX card from All Stars GX, and that one got a Gem Mint 9.5. Okay, so we got a 9.5 on the surface, 10 on the centering, 10 on the surface, 10 on the corners, and a 9.5 on edges, which I'm actually very shocked about because Japanese cards are usually very good quality, and I thought for sure this would be a 10. So if this trend is right, this should be another Charizard. Okay, so this is the CP6 20th anniversary first edition Japanese Charizard. And we got another 9.5. Like I said, these Japanese cards are incredible quality. Just look at that case. That is beautiful, crystal clear. In case some of you are actually wondering, the CGC slabs actually fit in the PSA size graded card sleeves pretty nicely. So right here, here's an example for you. It's nice and snug. No issues at all. So, alright. So we'll get to the next card, which is a Venusaur Base Set Unlimited. This actually isn't my card. I got this one graded for my brother, which a couple of cards are here actually for my brother as well. We got a near mint 7. Okay, so that's another 9.5 in the centering. Surface is a 7, corners 8.5, and edges a 7. Beautiful card. You really can't go wrong with any base set artwork. It's just so nostalgic. So we got the next right here. So this one, this is another card from my brother, first edition Snorlax from the Jungle. He got a really good deal on it, even though it was a little bit played. He still wanted to get it graded, and ooh, wow. Okay, so wow. Okay, so that's a very good to excellent 4. The centering's a 9.5. Surface is a 3. I mean, it's definitely played. Whew. This is what I mean. Look, they are very harsh with their grading. So apparently, from the looks of it, surface is a very big determining factor in their grade. Being that the centering was so good, it still got such a bad grade. Okay, alright. So we'll get to the next card. And, alright, here we go. So this is a Shadowless Pikachu. 9.5 Gem Mint. 9.5 on the centering, 9 on the surface, 9.5 on the corners, and a 10 on the edges. This card is beautiful. Alright, so I'm just going to start showing you the grades now. I'm not going to hide them. That's an 8.5 for the Misty's Gyarados. We got a 9.5 on the centering, 8 on the surface, 8.5 on the corners, and a 9 on the edges. Really, that is not a bad grade for a vintage card at all. Okay, another 8.5 Unlimited Dragonite. So a 9.5 on the centering, 8 on the surface, 9 on the corners, and 8.5 on edges. Another stunning artwork. Alright, so, alright, we got a 8.5 the Neo Genesis Lugia. Alright, so we got an 8 on the centering. One thing I have noticed with a lot of these vintage Japanese cards are the centering is pretty tough to get perfect, actually. The quality of the cards otherwise is really good, but the centering is usually the tough part. Alright, so the surface is a 9, the corners are a 9, and the edges are a 9.5. So really, that's a really strong 8.5 right there. Beautiful card. Alright, we got first edition Jungle Eevee. that scored a 9 mint, 10 on perfect 10 on the centering. That is very hard. So one thing with CGC is the centering is actually electronically determined, okay? So I guess they use a computer or something to determine the centering, so there isn't really much room for error. It's very hard to get a perfect centering card with CGC. Alright, we got a 9.5 Eevee right here. That is a 9 on the centering and 9.5 on every other grade. There we go. Another first edition Eevee. So, this is what we got through so far. This was a submission of 28 cards. Alright, first edition Jungle Pikachu. That came out a 9 mint. Alright, 9 on everything but edges, which was a 9.5. Woo! Alright. First edition Heracross from Neo Genesis. I'm actually a little bit shocked that this came back in an 8. It's a 9.5 on centering, 8 on the surface, 8.5 corners, and 8 on edges. Actually, I thought for sure this would be a PSA 9, to be honest. So coming back in 8, I was a little bit shocked. I mean, I guess I see a little bit of scuffing here on the surface, but otherwise, it's still a very nice card. Like I said, CGC is a little on the harsher side with their grading. So don't expect a lot of 10s. Actually, I feel like this is going to make CGC 10s worth a lot more in the future, being that they don't hand them out very often like PSA. Alright, right here, Mint 9 Nidoking, base set unlimited. So that's a 9.5 on the centering, an 8 on the surface, a 9 on corners, and a 9 on edges. Honestly, I wanted to submit this to PSA. I thought for sure it would be a 10, and it still might be a 10 to be honest. I'd say, yeah, I don't really see anything on the surface. A little bit of edge wear, that's about it. That's what. So I would say, honestly, if you were just grading with CGC temporarily until PSA gets everything figured out, honestly, I think most of these grades would round up at least a half a point to a point if you were to send them to PSA. Now, I'm not a grader, but from the trend here, I mean, a lot of these cards would definitely grade higher with PSA for sure. Okay, so right here, a Mint 9 Mewtwo GX from Hidden Fates, an 8 on the centering. Wow, that is awful. And I mean, I guess I could see it a little bit here to the left. It's definitely a lot smaller on the than the right. Alright, so I'm actually very stoked about this card. This is a Full Art Lily from Ultra Prism. I pulled this actually a little bit before I sent these out to get graded. A Gem Mint 9.5. I'm pretty happy with that. Again, this would probably be a PSA 10 to be honest. It would actually might even be a Beckett 10. It got a 10 on the corners, 10 on edges, 9.5 on the centering, and a 9 on surface. Alright, Zacian V, we got a Mint 9 right here. Again, 10 on centering and 10 on corners, 10 on edges. I apologize if I sound a little rough. My allergies are killing me today. And I literally just choked an energy drink, so I'm a little bit on the shaky side. But so let's get to the next card. Okay, so this is a beautiful Secret Rare Fairy Energy. It's got a 9 mint, and there are the subgrades. Alright. I mean, I'm happy with that. I feel like a 9 isn't bad for a Burning Shadows card. If you don't know, Burning Shadows was a very tough card set to grade actually. The print quality was not the best at all. Alright. Okay, here we go. So I'm actually very happy with this card. 9.5 Gold Frostmoth from Rebel Clash. Honestly, this is a very, very strong 9.5. I feel like it would probably grade a PSA 10 or a close to a Beckett 10. Surface was a 9, which was the lowest grade on that. So here's one thing I did actually want to point out with CGC. I don't know if you can see it right there. They actually have a metallic border around the grade, which pictures just don't do it justice. These are really beautiful cards, actually. So far, I'm very impressed with their service. Price point is pretty fair, actually. You'll get a better deal if you submit them as bulk, but that's the same thing with PSA or Beckett. You're gonna get better deals with bulk. All right, so here we go. This is a no symbol error pincer from Jungle, 8.5, near mint to mint. Woo! A mint Leafeon GX from Hidden Fates, 9. Alright, I'm gonna try to speed these last couple along here. So, one thing I just want to put out there about me is I'm actually a collector first, business second. So this is not, I'm not one of those people that invest in Pokemon just for the money. I actually enjoy the hobby. I enjoy it more than the business side of the hobby, actually. So keep just putting that out there. Another mint 9 Glaceon GX. So in the future, I'd like to do things like pack openings, maybe booster box breaks, stuff like that. So this is a mint 9 from Evolutions. This is my very first video for this channel, so I'll get the editing down eventually. Right now, things might be a little rough. I'm using my business office to shoot my videos. And we got another Gem Mint 9.5. Alright, so my final thoughts on CGC grading. Alright, so honestly, I'm a fan. They kind of got me hooked. I'm not exactly happy with all my grades, but at the same time, I feel like they're consistent. So they're consistent with their grading scale. Like I said before, they do not hand out 10s very often, which in the long run, I feel like that is going to make a CGC 10 very desirable. As far as the other two big dogs in the grading company, PSA and Beckett, I feel like they have something to watch out for. CGC is coming up, and they're coming up very hot. I'm happy with this submission, and I will be sending in more submissions. Some of these cards will be for sale on my store on Mercari. Look me up. My seller name is Shadowless Pokemart. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.